Howdy, insufferable gaming fans and anyone who's just stumbled into this video. I am your old pal Rosser, and I just, you know, sometimes something happens to make you reaffirm your faith in humanity as a whole. So I just had to stop for a minute and address this. Recently, a lot of you may know that I've been having a lot of controller issues with my PC gaming. My cheap Afterglow Xbox controller, has, it worked great for a while, but the buttons started sticking and there's not a whole lot I can do about it, despite having filed down the housing on the buttons physically, right? But it turns out that wasn't the problem, because the buttons are sticking at a suction level on the actual circuit board. So it's a spring problem. And, my other option was to use my PS3 controller, which if you've ever tried to use a PS3 controller on a PC, involves a lot of jumping through hoops and using third-party drivers. And I finally got upgraded to Windows 10 after having to do a damn fresh install and then reinstalling like 800 drivers and programs. So yeah, just a regular old PS3 controller doesn't work great. A high-end Xbox controller or a PS4 controller would work fine, but they cost $60. So I decided to go with Logitech because, Logitech, they say they're cheap, they say they're built inexpensively, but I've never had a Logitech problem or a Logitech product break down on me. I still have a Logitech gamepad from 1995 that plugs into a game port on the back of a PC with a USB adapter, because that was new at the time, that despite having been shattered and glued back together still works like the day I bought it. But that's neither here nor there. So I bought, I thought, I'd go to Walmart and I'd hit up, a cheap Logitech gamepad to hold me over until I got something better. But, this is where it gets interesting. You'll notice that it's in a blister pack, and blister packs are the bane of all of our existence. They are such a huge pain in the ass to open. Like, I was like, well, am I going to saw it open with a knife? Am I going to have to get a goddamn chainsaw? What? But then, when I turned it around, I noticed this. You probably can't see it very well, but in fact, looking at the viewfinder, you can't. But this Logitech gamepad blister pack, right? It has perforations around the top and all the way down the side. So I was able to just snap the perforations down and get into the blister pack. That is fucking huge. Never have I seen a blister pack that had perforations where you could just easily, chop it down to, this far into the pack. And from there, I can easily get the rest of it out. That's amazing. So I had to stop what I was doing and make a video about this because, for everything else, if you go on to make the shittiest, most half-assed products, which I don't believe you will because you've been great in the past, but Logitech, just for the blister pack perforations, SirRosser, Ross Lane, if we're being real, I salute you. Thank you. Keep up the good work.